In Module 4, Lesson 14, students were writing and evaluating addition and subtraction equations. So I just wanted to go over a couple from the notes that we did and kind of show you how I taught them how to write these. Okay, I think it's kind of tricky for them. So the first one, Greg has $2 more than his brother Jeff. Write an expression for the amount of money Greg has. So I had the kids to define two variables. Okay, the first one I said, okay, let's have G be Greg's dollars. Okay, and let's let J be the amount of money that Jeff has. Okay, and then I had them like stop and think and try to figure out who had the most money. Greg has $2 more than his brother Jeff. So then I had them put a star near the brother that had the most money, and it was Greg. So then I said, okay, let's look at the information they give you here. They say Jeff has $12. So in order to write an expression, we need to choose the variable that they give us data for so we can evaluate, substitute, okay? So they're going to be using the variable J. So then I said to my kids, okay, we have to use the person who has the lowest amount of money, and we have to go up to the person who has the most, okay? So they were pretty quick to be like, oh, that's addition, okay? And Greg has $2 more than his brother Jeff. So we're going to take Jeff's and we're going to increase it by 2. So that was the expression we worked on today. And then we worked on evaluating. And evaluating is really substituting J's money, $12 plus 2, and getting a sum of 14. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, again, Greg has $2 more than his brother Jeff. Okay, so the kids can stay with G and J. And I'm also just going to star G because I know Greg has more money. But this time, the given data is for Greg. So they have to use G in their expression. Okay, and we're going from the brother who has the most money to try to figure out the person who has the lowest money. So again, that's subtraction. And Greg has $2 more. So we're going to take Greg's and subtract it by 2. And that's our expression. And then when we evaluate it, I always have them write the expression first and then substitute our $14 for Greg in. And 14 minus 2 is going to give Jeff $12. Okay? So let's do 3 more together. Actually, they're kind of tricky, but the more you get used to writing algebra expressions, the more fun they get. Okay, Abby read 8 more books than Kristen in the first marking period. So I'm going to put an A and a K. Okay, this is for the number of books Abby read. This is for the number of books Kristen read. Okay, Abby read 8 more. So Abby is the one with the higher number of books read. Now, when I look at my given data, it gives me the number of books that Kristen read. So I'm actually going to use Kristen's data to figure out how many books Abby read. So you're going from the lower book reader up to the higher. So you are going to have to take Kristen's books and add 8 because Abby read 8 more books than Kristen. So then we'll take the expression we write and we'll substitute 9 in for K. And then this tells us that Abby read a total of 17 books. Okay? Abby read 6 more books than Kristen in the second marking period. I'm going to stick with A and K. Abby still read more. It seems like she read more by a different amount this time. When I look at the given data, it gives me the number of books Abby read, so that is the variable I'm going to choose. I am going from the higher number of book reader to the lower. So I know I'm going to have to subtract here, and I'm going to have to subtract by 6 because Abby read 6 more books, okay? Now when I go to evaluate this, I'm going to substitute my 20 in for the books Abby read. And when I do 20 minus 6, I'm going to get 14 books that were read by Kristen. In the last example, Daryl has been teaching for 1 year longer than Julie. So D is going to represent the number of years Daryl's taught, J, the number of years Julie's taught. And Daryl is the teacher with the most years of experience. So I put a star there just to help me. Julie has been teaching for 28 years, so they give me Julie's data. So I'm going from the person with the lower teaching experience, and I have to go up to the higher. So I know that I'm going to add 1 because Daryl's been teaching 1 year longer than Julie. And then I'm going to do J plus 1. I'm going to evaluate it and give J the value of 28 plus 1, which tells me that Daryl's been teaching for 29 years, okay? And that was lesson 14. I hope this video helped. Have a great day.